guys remember this book? When I started out my journey in junk journaling, this was my very first journal that I made. It is my pocket reference altered book. I created 24 different types of pockets, and right now they are empty, but if it wasn't empty, it would have a bit of a gator mouth. This is my to-go-to, so I can remember what the page looked like when it's all nicely decorated, and when it's all glue, I can understand how many pockets there are. Shortly after I did a flip through of this journal, I decided to go ahead and do a tutorial to show you guys on how I made my pockets. So I showed you guys my composition cheat book. And after watching a lot of movies, not movies, YouTube videos on altered book, I accumulated 27 different types of pockets. And for me to remember on where the idea came from, or the video, I guess, whoever I watched at the time, and I liked it was a different type of pocket, I added to this. I started naming the pockets based on that person. And some of the video I watched I could not find, so I don't know really their YouTube channel. It is now year 2025, and I was asked to do a class on how I made my altered book. So this September, I am teaching an in-person class on a new revised pocket reference altered book. I'm really excited about this new altered book. I did take out some of the pockets that I thought was a bit too basic, and I see it so much in all altered book, I decided to take those out. And some of the pockets were not very functional for me, so I also took that out. But don't worry, I came up with new ideas for new pockets, and we will be working on 28 different types of pocket. I'm very, very excited about this. So I hope you guys can join me, and welcome. It's Winnie from BellaSunshyn. First thing first, for the newbies out there are two different types of books. There are the book that are sewn in signatures. As you can see here, this book looks like has about 9 signatures, and it looks like the pages has been folded together. And if you look in one of those, in the middle of it, if you open it, you will see that they have these thread, which mean it is a sewn in signature. Then you'll have a book that's going to look something like this, which does not look like it's been folded. It looks like it's all individual. Let's do a side by side. As you can see, this is a glued down book. This is a sewn in signature book. For the sewn in signature, for my altered book that I have done in the past and the one that I'm doing now, if you use a sewn in signature, it will not work because you have to rip the pages differently in a sewn in book. So always double check the book that you are using if you are following my tutorial. So with that out of the way, the other thing I need to tell you is going to be, for my class, what kind of book are we using? Someone donated a bunch of Taste of Home cookbook. So we decided this is what I'm going to be using for my class to do the altered book. This cookbook typically has 256 pages or 320 pages. If you are a newbie or you've never altered a book before, or you want to make it easier for you just to follow my tutorial, you need to go get yourself similar or the same book that I'm using. What's going to be important here is the page number. You're looking for a cookbook that has 256 or 320. You can find this at your local half-price bookstore. I did find several of them for about $7 to $8 a piece. Or you can look at other cookbooks. Now, I did look to different genre, and I didn't get lucky. The only way I was able to find the amount of pages I need was in the cookbook section. So at Half Price Bookstore, on their clearance section, I was able to find the Good Housekeeping Cookbook. And this one has 256 pages. Then I found another one called America Cooks, and this one has 320 pages. And these were $3 a piece. Then I got lucky at my local thrift store, and I was able to find another one that is a Reader's Digest, and this one has 320 pages. As you can see, the width and the height of these cookbooks are all different, which that does not matter at all. Again, the important thing is the number of pages. So go find yourself a 256 pages or 320 pages book for you to use. Let's get started. The cookbook that I'm going to be using is the Good Housekeeping. It has the 256 pages. The first thing that we need to do is we need to find a pen that's not going to smear our page. So go find your page number 5. The first one that's mine is marked as page 7. So this is 6 and this is 5. And we're going to use this to try to find a pen that's not going to smear our pages. So with this one, if I just write and use my hand, if it doesn't smear, then it's good to use. That's what we're looking for. So either one of this pen is going to work. This is a ballpoint pen, and I'm not sure what kind of, I'm assuming it's the same thing, but if you know you have a ballpoint pen, that will automatically work for these pages. If you don't have this type of pen, you can use whatever pen that you have. Just know that it would smear. You can even use a pencil, but on some of these pages, you're not going to be able to see the pencils. You can see here, so you really need some kind of pen that you can work with. The first thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and number all our pages. As you can see, some of the pages are not numbered. To make it easier for us, we need to go ahead and number them. We are only doing the odd number. So like here we have a 7. This is supposed to be a 9. I just need to put 9 here. And I don't need to put 8 here. So I need to do this throughout my book, and I will do that off camera. I finished numbering my cookbook, and I used a Post-it because it's really dark. You can't really see the page number easily. So I used a Post-it for that. So now let's take a look at our book. Here is our page 1. I wanted to show you guys, as you can see, this one, this is glued to the front back cover, and it's holding the book together to the hardcover. So you never want to rip this off. And then on page 1, as you can see, it looks like it is glued to this page. So you never want to rip that off either. So what we would do with this one is we would glue this together. So for our reference, what we're going to do is we're going to put glue here. Here. That's how you would mark your book. So we are done with page 1. So whether you're using a 256 or a 320, we are all going to start with page number 3. This is going to be our first pocket. So take out your notebook or your piece of paper, and let's start our note taking. The first The first pocket we're doing is going to require 2 pages, and it is called Hello Sunshine. And Sunshine is spelled just like my name. Okay, so with this one, what we're doing is we are going to rip page number 5. So everybody, rip page number 5. Now that came out pretty clean. If yours didn't come out clean, you can use your tweezer to go ahead and clean it off. So with page number 5, I want you to go ahead and fold that in half horizontally like this. And we are going to keep this, put it aside. So now this is our page that we are needing for our Hello Sunshine, page 3 and page 7. So now what we need to do is let's take our ruler, and I'm going to use my pencil, and we are marking because we need to do a straight line on the left and then on the right. So I need to go ahead and measure 2 inches, and then 2 inches, that's at the bottom. Then I need to go ahead and do 2 inches, and then 2 inches. Then you need to go ahead and do your line. I'm not sure if this pencil, if you guys can see it on the camera. Okay, then we need to measure 2 inches to do our line from the top and the bottom. So I'm measuring 2 inches. And then you're going to do your line. Okay, that looks crooked. Hold on. That's 2. Did I not do this one right? And here's 2. Okay, so with this one, you only need to mark it where you're 2 inches away from the spine and 2 inches away from the other side. So I'm just marking it right here. Then you want to do the same thing at the bottom. And I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there's actually a little box right here. Okay, so now take your cutting board. You can get one from the dollar store or Daiso, whatever cutting mat that you have that you are able to use. You need to be able to cut from here to here. So whatever cutting mat that you have, you need to make sure that it's gonna be long enough to cut that. So you are putting this between page 3 and 7. Take your knife and your ruler, and I'm sorry if this is going to have a glare here. And I want to go ahead and cut. Oh, I can't see my line. So we might have to go, I guess when you guys measure a little past your line so you can see it on the other side. Okay, so now take the ruler, take this, and we are going to cut. Don't have to press very hard, but before you remove your ruler, just make sure you did cut. See, I can tell that's been cut. So now turn your page, and now you're going to do the top. Cutting this way. And then you're gonna also do the bottom. So you're not cutting this one here. Okay, so mine is cut, and right here you see, you just need to okay. And then this here, the line that we were seeing here, we want to go ahead and crease it. So take your ruler, take this, and start creasing it like this. Now we have a window, right? So with this one, you want to go ahead, we're not going to do this here, but the purpose of this, you want to put some kind of see-through material like acetate plastic or tracing paper, parchment paper. So that way, when you put something inside here, it's not going to get caught in here. But when you open it, you can still see what you're putting in there. So with this one, you can either write your little note here, or you can add it to your notebook. So with this one, we are doing a top loading one. So this is where this sheet of paper is helpful. Just so you know where the middle is, what we're doing is we're just gonna create a little mark, and then we are gonna take a 1-inch circle punch or whatever punch that you have, and we're going to do a little, what do you call it? A little notch to let us know that it's going to be a pocket. Like that. Right there. Then in here, you want to do glue here. And then you are going to do glue here. And this is going to be our first pocket. So now what we need to do is take our Post-it, and we're going to write, "Hello, Sunshyn." And we need 2 pages. So we're gonna go ahead and label this page. Just like that, okay? That is our first page. Now, for this video, I will have a timestamp for each page, not each page, for each pocket. So that way, if you guys need to rewatch it, just look at the description for the timestamp. Before we move on to our second pocket, I wanted to show you guys what mine looks like. I went ahead and wrote out the measurement here, so that way I don't have to keep measuring it when I'm looking at this reference. And I also inked the top of the notch just to see it better. And then on the inside, I also took my little note about adding some kind of see-through material for the window. So you can use, you can go ahead and start writing on your book, or use your notebook to start writing, and then you can transfer it later. Okay, so moving on to our second pocket. The second one that we're doing, it's called shirts. And again, this is going to be both for the 256 or the 320 group. So with this one, we are starting on page number 9. And we are going to need 3 pages for this. So what you need to go ahead and do is find page 11. This is my 11. And you're going to go ahead and tear that. Okay, you see how that was not very clean? I can go ahead and use my tweezer to just clean it off if I can. If I can't, which seems like it might be glued. The reason for this is because if you don't take it off, you can add more bulk to your cookbook. So we're going to go ahead and put this aside. Then you are going to find page number 15, which is this, and you're also going to rip that. Oops. That didn't rip very good, but that's okay. So here's page 15, and what you need to go ahead and do for this one, I need you to go ahead and fold it in half. Like this. And we're going to go ahead and keep this and put it aside because we will use that. So as you can see here, if you have accidentally ripped it like this, you can just put some kind of masking tape if you are afraid that maybe it's not going to hold together. I think it'll be okay since it's just a reference. So go back to page number 9 because this is going to be our shirt pocket. And what we'll need to do is we need to go ahead and get our vertical page, and we're just going to line it up to the bottom, and we're going to do a mark right to the right side of our book, away from the spine. And you're just going to write something, not right. Yeah, you're going to trace your line a little bit like this, okay? Then you want to take your ruler, and we are going to mark 3 inches, which is about right here. I was close. So let's take our half a page again. Okay, and there is my mark. That's 3 inches. Then you want to go ahead and get your knife, and you want to go ahead and cut this open. So you're going from here like this. Then take your ruler, and you're just going to find that line again, and you're going to go ahead and fold. Do the same thing on the other side. And fold. Like this. So that kind of makes into a collar. So we need our bone folder, and let's just go ahead and make the fold better. Like that. So this is a shirt, and what you're doing for the 3rd page, which is page number 17, you're gonna flip it open to page 18, and what you want to do is do the same concept. Use your vertical half page, line it up, oops, draw your line, measure the 3 inches, Mark it, and then you're going to cut. Hopefully you guys saw I'm in frame. And you're going to cut this open. Like this. Then of course you're going to use your ruler to do your crease. And there's this one. Now, to give you guys a different look of a shirt like this one, I want to go ahead and use my corner punch, but this is optional, and you can go ahead and punch one there and punch one there. And then we're going to use our bone folder. Oops. That's okay. And there it is. There's our other second. So for this one, we have 3 pages. So sticky note, and we're going to write shirt, and we need 3. So we're adding that. And for this one, once you decorate it, this it's gonna be glued down to here. So we're gonna put glue, and you're gonna do the same thing here. Like this. So that's going to be glued. Then on page 13, what you want to put down is at the bottom is here, glue, and also on the top. Like this. So it's glued, and you got this pocket here. Then of course on page 14, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put glue here, and you're putting glue here. And that is your pocket right there. And you also need to write out glue here and glue there. Okay, so we finish our second pocket, which we use page number 9, 13, and 17. So let's go ahead, and now we're going to be on page 19. So with this one, whether you're at 256 or at 320, you should be on page 19. This is going to be where it's going to be different. If you are doing a 256, you're going to take your page 19 and 21 is what you're going to be working on, okay? If you have the 320 pages, you are going to rip page number 21, only for the 320 pages book. So please, on this video, I know it's going to get confusing. I just need you guys to pay attention because I'm working with 2 different books. So for 256, you are not ripping a page. For the 320, you are ripping page number 21. So go ahead and rip your page number 21. Now with the split page, this is going to be very easy. We are going to take our vertical half a page. We're going to line it up at the bottom. And we're working on page 19 for everybody. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw your line. You're going to trace that line like this, okay? Then what you want to do is, with this one, we are going to take, for the 256, you are taking page number 19 and 21. You're going to put your cutting mat right between page 22 and 23. So you should have 2 pages. For the one that is at 320, you are using page 19 and 23. So those 2 pages should be on top of your cutting mat. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and cut this in half. So let's go ahead and take our ruler and our knife. And we're going to cut. Okay, so now that's cut. Then on page 19, all you're doing is you're going to use this line where the middle is, and I need you to just make a triangle. Like this. So now you have a pocket here, and then you have a pocket here. So with this one, on page 19, on this corner here, you're going to write glue here, like this. So when you put glue here, it is going to be glued right there. Okay. Then on page 21 or page 23, you are going to put, because it's a split page, you're going to put glue here, like this. That's glued, that's done. Then for the bottom half, so let's take the top half. For the bottom one, we are going to make a notch over here. So to know, let's see, what is this? You just need to find the middle. So I'm going to take my half a page, and I'm going to just try to figure out where the middle is, like this. You can make a punch here. Like this. For the bottom part, I went ahead and inked the notch that we have, and also on the inside, I went ahead and wrote out glue here on the top, and then glue here at the bottom. And this is called the split page. So get your Post-it ready, and then you want to write split page, and you need 2 pages. Now, this is where it's going to get really complicated. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is only for the people that has the 256 pages cookbook, not the 320. So if you're at the 256, your page number should be 23. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip number 23, and then I need you to go ahead and rip page 25, which I already did, and then we're keeping page 27, and then I need you to rip, no, sorry, you need to keep page 29, then you need to rip page number 31. So the 2 pages that you have to rip is page number 25 and 31. So for this particular pocket, you need 4 pages. which is going to be, you'll use 23, 27, 29, and 33. This is going to be called Dragonfly Sailboat. That is what we're working on. Now, if you are the 320 cookbook people, here's what you need to do. I don't have a book, so you're just going to have to go by what I tell you. You should be at page number 25 is what you're starting with. So you're keeping page number 25. Then you are going to rip page number 27, 29, and 31. So that is 3 pages that you are ripping. Then you want to keep page number 33 and 35. Then you're going to rip page number 37, 39, and 41. Then you're keeping 43. So the 4 pages that you are working with is page number 25, 33, 35, and 43. Let's go ahead and make our pocket. So now we need to take our second page. So this is our first page, which is 23 and 24. Then our second page is going to be 27 and 28. So turn it to page 28, or you should be at page number 34. So we're either working at page number 28 or 34. And what you want to do is from this top corner here and to this bottom corner here, I hope you guys can see, I need you to go ahead and fold the best that you can. I don't know if you can use a ruler. I might have to do this off camera because I can't see. And you want to do the same concept on page number 29, or it's going to be page number 35. You want to use the same concept. You want to fold here and to this edge. So I'm going to do this off camera because it's really hard for me to see. So this is what I have. So with this one, it's actually a lot easier if you fold it using page 27 first, like this. And then this one, you're just trying to get as close as you can on the spine, like this. And then when you turn it over here, you need to just go ahead and refold it, crease it, because this is where we want the fold, like this. Then for this one, again, we're folding, and we are just going as close as we can on the crease. So now you have something that looks like the top of a sailboat. So with this one, on page number 33 or 43, you are going to write down here, glue here, like this. And then on page number 24 or 26, you are writing down glue here, like this. So when you glue, this is a pocket right here and right here. Now for these two, you're gonna go ahead and put glue all over. Glue here. And this will be glued together like this. Okay, then over here, you're also gonna glue it if you want. I don't think I would make it into a pocket, but you can if you want. But I would go ahead and glue it, and we're gonna write out glue here. Like this. Okay, so now we have our pocket done, and that's 4 pages. So we're gonna go ahead and take our Post-it, and we're going to write down Dragonfly Sailboat, and it requires 4 pages. And we're going to stick it to the very first page, like this. And that is done. Our next pocket is going to be called the Rip page, and it requires 3 pages. Again, my system is, I'm going to go over the 256, then the 320. For the 256, you will keep page number 35, then you are going to rip 37. So go ahead and rip 37. Then you are keeping page number 39, and then you are going to rip page 41. Then you're keeping 43. So with this one, 256, you are keeping page number 35, 39, and 43. So you should have ripped out page number 37 and 41. If you have the 320, you should be at page number 45. So you're keeping that. You're ripping page number 47, then keeping 49, then you're ripping 51, and you're keeping 53. So the pages that you are keeping is 45, 49, 53, and you should have ripped out 47 and page 51. Let's go ahead and make the pocket. So we need page number 43 or page number 53. And as what it said, it's called a rip page. So I'm using a ruler to just rip a page for me. You could use any tool you have to rip the page, and you just want to be able to rip just a little bit, maybe half an inch. I'm just gonna go ahead and rip. Like this. Then on page number 39 or page number 49, you're going to rip a little bit more than what you did. So you can decide, oh, that looks about right. I think I want to maybe like this. And I think this is about 2 1/4 inches. So you can just eyeball it. So just go ahead and rip your page. Like that. Then on page number 35, you could do at least half of the page. So this is where take your measuring, your half a page that's folded in horizontal, and you just need to mark from the top and the bottom so you know where the middle is using your ruler, and you can just go ahead and start ripping. So again, you're ripping page number 35 or 45. And that is our rip page pockets. So with this one, we are going to take, we have lost our page number, but the second page that you rip, we're gonna put glue here, glue here, like this. And then this one, glue here, glue here, like this. So we're gonna have a big pocket here and a big pocket here and here. Oh no, there's no big pocket there. It's only here and here, sorry. So this is called our RIP, R-I-P, and you need 3 pages. Like this. So this is what it looks like when it's inked. So now let's go ahead and move to our new pocket, and it's called the CD envelopes. Now for the 256, you need to go ahead and rip page number 47. And if you're at 320, you need to rip the page number 57. Again, you're either ripping page 47 for the 256 people, and the 320 people, you are ripping 57. So with this one, what we need to go ahead and do is we need to measure from the top. We need to measure 6 inches. So go ahead and mark 6 inches. And we are going to draw a line like this. So this is 6 inches. Okay. Now we need to go ahead and mark from the spine as close as you can. We need to go ahead and mark 6 1/4. And then just from this line that we have, we are gonna do 6 1/4. And then you need to go ahead and draw your line. Like this. Then at the bottom, you need to go ahead and mark 5 1/4. And at the bottom, you're gonna do 5 1/4. And for this line, you are only doing the line from the line that we made here. It's not the center, but the 6 inch mark. So you're gonna go ahead and do your line like this. So with this one, this is 5.25 inches. And then this one here is 6.25 inches. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our cutting mat, and you need 2 pages. So you're looking at page number 45 and 49 for the 256 people. And for the 320, you are looking at page number 55 and 59. So we're gonna go ahead and take our cutting mat, and we're gonna go ahead and cut this all the way. Okay, so we're gonna put the top one aside on this side like this, and we're going to work on the bottom. So with this one, you want to take only the page number 45. So it's the top page. And you need to go ahead and cut to your second line here. So here's my knife, and we're gonna cut this off like this. And then where we did our line for the 0.25 inches, we're going to go ahead and do our fold. Like this. And we're going to fold it on the other direction. Like this. Okay. So for the second half of that, what you want to do is mark where your line is, like this, right? Oh, you can't see it. Like that. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and cut, but I want to cut, I guess you would say under, just a little bit. I want a little gap. So it's probably, oh, I want to say, not a quarter. Oh, it is. It's about a quarter. I just used my line, these tiny little lines on my ruler. I just marked it because I just want to cut it that small. So I want to go ahead and just cut this. Oops. My ruler moved. All right, we'll just need to adjust a little bit. Like this. Because now this is going to be your first CD envelope. So with this one, we can go ahead and corner this. Like this. And what we're doing is we are glue here. Oops. And you are gluing here. Like this. And that is our first envelope, right? Then now let's go ahead and take our top, so we can go ahead and make our top envelope. So with this one, we are going to cut both of the pages. The first two, which is page number 45 and 49, of course, you don't have the number anymore. So we're going to go ahead and cut to our line on both of the pages. Just like this. So with this one, you are gluing here. Can't see my writing. And you're gluing here, right? Then you want to take maybe one of this piece and you can just, we need to make a little flap. Oh wait, this is not long enough. Oh, we need it. It's a little short. Well, that's okay. So it's a little, our flap is a little short. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut just a little bit more, because it's a lot easier to cut this. Oh, I didn't do. So maybe it's now 6 inches. 6 inches. So now we take this. We are going to corner this. going to take, you can either glue it, be glued like that. And let's go to the inside. So with this one, you need to go ahead and cut just a little bit. Like this. And then you're gonna go ahead and glue it. And I'm just gonna use a glue stick. I didn't think we're gonna be using glue, but I forgot about this pocket. And it's not gonna be, doesn't have to be perfect, it's just giving you an idea. So there is our CD envelope. So let's go ahead and take our Post-it, and we are doing the CD envelopes, and you need 2 pages. That's what we have. Oh, wait, I forgot to put this. We have done 6 pockets, and unfortunately this film is already too long. It's about 55 minutes. If I make it any longer, it's going to be tougher for me to upload it to YouTube. So we're going to have to do this in part. Part 2 will be posted on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.